I just don't. I wonder about you and other Christians, apologists, who continue to verbally interact with these people who are the worst of the worst of the worst. Okay, these are people who are obscene, they're profane, and they only want to interact with you in order to do a profane show.
Yeah, yeah.
And you see, my attitude is, you know, once I learn what these people really are after a certain time, I draw a line in the sand. You know, saying I'm not dealing with these people anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's my bone. That's my bone to pick.
I got to be honest with you, man. The only reason I deal with those people is really for pure amusement. Means without
Yeah.
with
Well,
thinking. So
I'm not telling you what to do. I just, I
it's
just, I
very
just think they're disgusting.
Brojo, I
Brojo,
thought Darth said not to talk to us.
Brojo, what do you want to say, man? Hurry up.
I just didn't know what the topic in the room was. What were you guys talking about?
Well, John called through the atheist experience a little while ago, and we were just talking about it.
Okay. Yeah, why are you talking like that? Is that like
Oh,
your
sorry.
African American impression? Is that how you mimic black people?
No, that was my Brojo impression.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't talk like that, so maybe do a better job next time because that was disrespectful.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Take it back.
You
You
know.
didn't hear the call, Brojo?
No, I didn't. I don't know. I don't obsess over these conversations. I'm amazed that you guys are watching the atheist experience. It sounds like butthurt people crying about their hatred for God. So no, I don't watch that show.
Well, the only reason we watched it is because John Lee called in.
Yeah. But I didn't ask what your reason was. I'm just saying I don't watch it. I'm not a butthurt loser. John, how'd that conversation go?
I didn't think I'd be cut off that short, but I mean, a little disappointed. And 2 times I have a topic that I gave already, and he's not interested in the topic. He's interested in directing the conversation a certain way.
Yeah.
Today he wanted evidence for God for a person who's telling him that it's worthless to provide arguments or evidence for God.
Yeah. Yeah. So it wasn't a productive discussion, you'd say?
Productive is sometimes in the eye of the beholder. I consider it productive, believe it or not.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, I gotta end the stream. Thank you, everyone. Until next time. Oof.
Good stream,
Well, I'm
Tom.
glad that was a good discussion then. What did you get done in that discussion?
Nothing.
John, what do you feel that you accomplished?
I think I was able to make a statement about being worthless to try to convince an atheist. I was hoping to actually. He was just already in the interrogation mode, yes or no. Literally, if I said yes, he cut me off immediately. He did not want me to have one more word beyond yes, and that's how he wanted to conduct his interrogation.
Yes. Yeah, that's you said he wanted it to become an interrogation?
Yeah, clearly, that's what he was intending to do. And then what he did before, which was to cut me off, and then just misrepresent me,
Right.
because he gets no challenge, and that's what he wants to do. Then let him do it. It's his show.
Oh, I just wonder why these guys do this stuff, right? I mean, they hate God. They don't believe in God, but they hate him. And they dedicate an entire broadcast to doing what? Disproving what is it that they're it's a kind of a waste of time, right? I mean, to be an advocate for atheism. I've never heard of such a thing. I'm an advocate for atheism, for not God believism.
I've never really watched the
and it's not
show.
even not God believism. They're advocating for lack of beliefism, which is even more pointless. I mean, it's the most.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy that they would be having an
it
entire
is.
talk show? I understand now they're making money, so I can understand it. Now they're just the atheist charlatan apologist, but it is amazing that they would dedicate an entire show. I mean, really think about this. These guys have a lack of beliefism. They're just not persuaded of the evidence, so they go around the world and title it the atheist experience, and they're communicating with people viciously. It's so serious, their lack of beliefism, that they are willing to cuss their parents out over YouTube in front of hundreds of thousands of people. This is kind of crazy.
I haven't watched any of his shows, but just for the very brief experience I had, it seems his show is about just mocking theism in any way that he possibly can. That's what it seems to me, just to make
Right.
a mockery out of God belief.
Right. It doesn't seem to be really to educate
It,
people or
is
to.
that what his show is
Uh,
about? You've probably seen a few episodes, right? I've never seen a
I've
single
never seen an
episode.
atheist experience episode. I've
Oh,
seen a
okay.
few pieces of it here and there.
Me
I've never seen a
too.
whole episode. I've
I
seen
see.
segments. Okay. I've been on the atheist experience, had a conversation with, but I've never I just don't understand why atheists do this stuff. It's like when you join this channel and you hear people talk about Darth and you think, I mean, they've been talking about him for about 5 years. The same people for 5 years. 5 years.
Why does Brojo shoot off his mouth when he can't even
So
defend his
that to me is
when he can't even defend his
particularly
position?
fascinating
Brojo, why do
that
you
a
shoot off
person
your
would do
mouth
that.
when you can't even defend
I'm
your position?
bewildered
That's what I don't
by
understand,
they do
Brojo.
that.
Why do you shoot off your
Well, doing
mouth
the
when you
job,
can't
I'm
even
glad the
defend your
conversation is
position?
productive.
Yeah,
I really
Brojo.
think that people like that
Why do you
are
shoot off your mouth when you
probably
can't even
reprobate
defend
in that
your position,
they hate
Brojo?
God and they
Brojo,
aren't
why
willing
do you shoot off
to
your
let
mouth
their
when you
perspective
can't even defend
matter.
your position, Brojo?
So the
Hey,
fact that you can
Brojo,
go there and even go and
Brojo,
even have it
why do
here
you shoot
and
off
not
your
be
mouth?
kind of
Brojo,
insane
Brojo,
is
why do you shoot off your
deeply
mouth
encouraging
when
to
you
me.
can't even
Hopefully, he
sit?
gets saved. I don't think so,
Brojo,
but we do hope that it does
Brojo,
happen
Brojo,
at some point.
Brojo, why do you shoot off your mouth when you can't defend your position?
No way.
Wait, was that Brojo talking, or was that Tom doing an impression?
No, that's Brojo.
Yeah,
Oh, I couldn't tell the difference.
good. Yeah, Tom, I hear you do a good impression. It's good. Good news. I not the
You
one you
said it.
just
You said it
gave. It
wasn't
was a
good.
no. The one you just gave was bad because I don't stutter that frequently. Okay, so that was ridiculous.
Wait, Tom, are you doing an impression again?
No.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I'd like to hear the impression if it's that good. But I really don't want to hear a white guy do a Bill Cosby impression. It's kind of a racist thing to do.
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't talk like that. Come on, it's ridiculous. Like, I wonder why Matt Dillahunty doesn't just have sex, have parties, and just go on about it. He's willing to sacrifice. This is religious zeal. He has a religious zeal. He's willing to compromise the integrity of his relationship with his parents over a lack of beliefism. He's not
Well,
even
I
that
don't
he's
even know.
convinced. He just remains unconvinced, and he's compromising his relationship with his parents. I mean, think about the psychoticness of that.
What's psychotic about that?
Well, the psychotic part is that your parents, you're supposed to have this intimate communion with them, this intimate relationship with them, and you're willing to throw it away for merely a position where you're merely unconvinced about something. That's kind of bizarre.
He
Instead
didn't
of
throw it
a
away.
position
They
where
were
you
rude to
deny,
him.
his parents were not rude when they said, "I'm going to pray for you." They were loving toward
That's
him.
not
That if you
all that they said.
Yeah, Matt
so,
doesn't not. He has a relationship with his parents. I don't know what you're talking about.
oh, I didn't say he doesn't have a relationship with his parents, but his
He said he
relationship with
threw
his
it
parents
away.
is characterized by hostility. That's the same as a thrown away relationship. I hope it's better. I'm not rooting for people to have bad relationships with their parents. But if it's not a good relationship, it's thrown away. It's hostile.
Well,
I understand
they're not really
Christian
willing to
throwaway
have
relationship
a.
because we recognize the fact that there's going to be an eternal reward. We recognize that the God of the Bible does exist, and He's bringing forth salvation to those that believe, and He comes to separate and so forth. But they don't really have any of that, and so you would think, what would be the meaning? I mean, what's the purpose of losing your family? It's just craziness.
Well, it seems you can flip that the other way and say that they're throwing away the relationship over something imaginary. That's pretty
Yeah,
stupid too.
but here's the difference. They believe it's real. He's just in a state of being
Yeah, he
unconvinced.
also
If you
believes what
believe
he
that
believes is
God
real.
exists
This
and
is
he
a stupid
recognized
argument.
but he doesn't believe anything. He's argued for years in lack of beliefism. So he really is a person that stands for nothing.
But he
And
does
he's
believe in
falling
other
for
things
everything.
like
So
naturalism, and there are other things that he believes in. That's
right,
silly.
he has a religious zeal. That's my point. He has a religious zeal. He's religious. He has a religion, the religion of naturalism, and he's so committed to naturalism, which is self-refuting, that he is willing to forfeit his relationship with his parents and read their birthday letters to him on a channel where hundreds of thousands of people are going to see it, possibly millions,
So what?
and
They sent
viciously
that to
rant
him
against him.
knowing that that was a possibility. So it's not his fault.
No. Your 80-year-old parents
He's been
are
on
not
the internet for more than
considering
20 years. They
your
know.
80-year-old parents, when you send them a letter on your birthday, aren't expecting to be exposed. And you're exactly right. Because he's been on the air for over 20 years, that he's never exemplified that kind of behavior. And so they would believe otherwise. So you're
It tells you
exactly right.
something
They put
about the
pointing
behavior,
out his
doesn't it?
record.
That their
It tells you
behavior
something
was so
about his
bad
psychosis. It
that
shows
it
that he's out of his
necessitated this
mind.
kind of
It
response.
was so bad. Whoa,
Yeah,
hold on. It was so bad. They said we're praying for you. Oh my gosh! Wow.
well,
Oh my
that's
goodness.
actually just
Maybe they get
like
capital punishment.
you.
And wasn't Matt Dillahunty? Well, hold on. Wasn't Matt
Yeah, you're just
Dillahunty
gonna like
the
keep
person?
talking, right? You're just completely triggered.
Shut up. Hold on. Shut up for a second. Wasn't Matt Dillahunty the person that said there's no such thing as a thought crime? Didn't he say that
I thought you said
pedophiles'
you
thoughts weren't wrong, but somehow articulating
do you think that just you rambling is a productive conversation?
hold on. I'm just making a statement, and you're interrupting me. Let me just
You've been
one
talking
sentence left.
nonstop this entire time. Every time I've said
No,
something, I had to
I've been
interrupt, and you never
interacting with
stopped
you.
talking.
Well, keep talking. I'm listening. Do you have anything to say, or do you want to cut me off?
Not at this moment, but I'm just trying to help Tom
Well,
out because you're just
Then why are
rambling.
you crying? You're crying. Stop crying. Okay, boo hoo. Oh my God.
This is your idea of a productive conversation?
No, I was just saying. I wasn't. First of all, I'm just basically stating why I believe this is insane. She asked what was insane about it. She said the behavior was bad, and then I challenged her and said, "Well, what was so bad about saying I'll pray for you?" And because she couldn't answer that, it became a tag team
You didn't
match with
stop
Well,
for
Tom
me
and
to
Miss
you're not.
answer.
You didn't stop talking yet.
No, okay. I'd like to hear the answer. What was so bad about saying I'll pray for you?
Okay. So that you just distilling it down to they sent him a birthday card and Matt like went crazy because
Sorry, they said I love you. Love you. Pray for you.
That's all. None of maybe you actually didn't listen to Matt because from what I remember, that's not what he was mad about, right?
Yeah.
What he was mad about was there was actually history, right?
Yeah.
And Matt said multiple times that it's like, look, the religion thing is not something that he believes in. He doesn't appreciate people pushing their religion on him repeatedly after he's made it very explicitly clear that he doesn't appreciate it and or
He
want
doesn't
it,
like
right?
it when people don't push their religion, Tom. What are you talking about?
But
fine, whatever.
isn't he advocating? For religion on his page. I mean, and by the way, your parents are 80 years old who have just adapted language, Christianese language of saying "I love you" and we're praying for you. That's not
He
forcing
told
their
them
religion.
beforehand. He laid
It's
out his
no more
boundaries.
forcing their
You
Why are
haven't
you like
stopped
completely
talking.
just?
I'm still talking.
What's
You
wrong
didn't
with
let
you,
Tom
man?
finish. You interrupted him.
But no,
You interrupted
okay,
Tom.
but now you're interrupting me, interrupting Tom. So now we're both in the wrong. So go ahead, Tom.
What is wrong with you, dude?
But I'm just responding to what you said. Okay, you said he's forcing a religion. They're forcing religion. Well, then
No,
when an
my whole
atheist
point.
says, "Sending you my thoughts and well wishes,"
You're
that
still
must be forcing their
interrupting.
belief.
Jesus.
Look, my whole point is that you just distilled it down to like, oh, Matt's like some kind of psychopath because he went crazy. His parents sent him a birthday card,
Sociopath, not psychopath.
and that's you said psychotic, right? That's what you
Sorry,
said.
I should have said sociopath. Sorry.
Okay, so you distilling it down to that is just not accurate because there's a lot of backstory and the conversations about that sort of thing that happened prior to that. So you just saying what you just said is like the waitress being late every day for a year, the boss telling her if you're 1 minute late again, then you're gonna get fired. The next day you're 1 minute late, and you're the guy who says, I can't believe what a horrible boss you had that he would fire you for just being a single minute late. What a fucking what a psychopath, right? That's what you're doing.
And so you must believe what this woman was saying, that it's forcing your religion on someone to simply say, we love you and we're praying for you. I don't know how that's forcing or pushing it down anyone's throat. I mean, does he? I bet his parents don't object to his secularism when he says that I don't believe any of this stuff, or the cussing constantly when he speaks. So, I mean, why is it that that's not forcing? I mean, what exactly constitutes as pushing your religion down someone's throat? Sending a birthday card?
Yeah, he doesn't want to hear
prayers?
it. He doesn't want to hear it. He's made that known.
He doesn't.
Also, there were some things about like, we're praying for you and we don't want to see you like go to hell and stuff. And just like look, dude, I wouldn't want to hear that garbage either.
Well, but you would blast your parents in front of hundreds of thousands of people for
if I'd
their
warned them
sincerely held
previously that
religious
that was what was
beliefs.
going to happen, then yes.
Yeah, you're a psycho. Let me tell you about your psycho. Okay, read Romans chapter 1. Romans chapter 1 says this would happen. This is the ultimate proof of the Bible here. It literally says the kids would be rebellious, disobedient, without fit. I mean, you're exemplifying just a reckless kind of conduct. You have no honor.
You're
for your
saying a 50-year-old man is a child?
It is no, your kids, your children. Okay, it has nothing to do with them being kids. I mean, them being 13 or 15. The fact that he doesn't understand that his parents have a deeply held religious belief, I mean, you should be used to it by now.
The fact that they couldn't respect his boundaries is pretty upsetting.
How come you never hear Christians say this? Are Christians just tougher than atheists? We just have thicker skin. I've never heard a Christian say, I just get so sick of them saying to me that they are sending their thoughts and well.
Bro, are you okay, man?
Oh my
God.
Are you okay?
You've never heard.
I'm asking a question. Have you ever
Are you
heard
kidding
a Christian
me right now?
complain
You've never
about
heard conservative people complain about the gay agenda or the leftist liberal media shoving their
Christians
ideas down your
whine
throat?
about everything on the media.
I've heard Christians complain about kids having grown women shake their butt in classrooms. Yes, they have said that, but the large consensus is keep that into your own home. But hold on, my question is, I've never heard a
Brojo,
Christian once say,
two animated gay people in a Buzz Lightyear movie created more outrage than anything else. What are you talking about? Christians were up in arms.
Those were mostly Arab.
Christians were up in arms because of animated gay
14
people.
Muslim countries. So what you just said was false, demonstrably. Now,
no, what are you talking about? Christians are up in arms about gay people in any sort of media.
I understand that, but notice you're broadening.
You can't handle two gay people kissing without losing your fucking shit.
Listen to me. You're broadening.
You're not listening to anybody else.
What anyone else is saying.
Much more narrow than that. And namely, let me just tell you what the claim was. The claim was much more narrow. The claim was Christians don't cry and whine.
Christians do cry.
Saying, we send you our thoughts, and
no, they cry and whine all the fucking time.
Well, yeah. Well, but not about these petty things.
Yes, they do. Are you
what are you talking about?
Listen,
they're mad about rainbows in Target.
I mean, listen, I hear atheists push their vegan activism agenda. I don't cry. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you for that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's you. Look at everyone else around you.
Are more tolerant?
God, you haven't shut up
never
once.
Seen it. I'm waiting for you to keep talking.
Let's talk about the stuff that Darth Dawkins. Let's talk about the stuff that Darth Dawkins whines about. Since Brojo likes to lick, since Brojo likes to lick Darth Dawkins' balls, why don't we talk about some of the stuff that Darth Dawkins likes to whine about?
Grown man.
Yeah, maybe Brojo can give Darth's argument.
Yeah, Brojo, you think you can give Darth's argument?
It's amazing that
can you give Darth's argument, Brojo? Brojo,
to a young adult.
Can you give us Darth's argument, Brojo?
The topic has been changed.
Hey, ball licker. Can you give us Darth's argument?
But John, have you ever seen a Christian complain about that stuff?
Hey, Brojo.
No, I haven't.
Hey, Brojo, can you give us Darth's argument?
Yeah, because as far as I'm aware, I've never seen a
Hey,
Christian once
John Lee, do
try
you
that
think
system.
that Brojo is a little bit weak in that he can't give Darth's argument?
I think he's a little perturbed.
You think that he can give Darth?
Yeah,
You
I love
think
that
that he
word,
can give
perturbed.
Darth's
That's a good word.
argument, John Lee? Think Brojo can give Darth's
Why
argument?
would he need to?
No, I didn't ask you that. I asked you whether you thought he could.
I don't know him very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, John, we've only talked to John a few times, okay? But that's not what we're talking about, okay? I'm not going to get into it. I just was curious as to why some atheists thought this was acceptable, but they just are demonstrating the Bible is true with their every word. And I thank God for this discussion. It's
How
really
is it that
enlightening. It's opened
how
my
is it
mind.
that they're demonstrating the Bible is true with their
Yeah,
every word?
it's amazing. It really
Yeah,
is.
maybe you could explain that, Brojo. How are they demonstrating that the Bible is true with their every word?
Oh my gosh, my parents mentioned the Bible. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
Brojo. How is it they're
the
demonstrating
religious
the Bible
trauma.
is true
The
with their every
religious
word?
trauma. They made me go to Sunday
Hey,
school. Oh,
hey, Brojo. How is it that they're demonstrating the Bible is
the
true with
Sunday
their
school
every word?
trauma. Oh, they made me
Hey,
just read
hey,
it.
Brojo. How is it that they're demonstrating the Bible is true with their every word? Can you explain that? Doesn't look like you can defend anything that you're saying, Brojo. You're very good at licking Darth's balls, though. You don't seem to be able to defend any of your beliefs.
Okay, I was talking, so and I
Sorry,
was
were
muted
you?
so that Jack could make it seem as though that he was actually making some interesting point. But let me just get back to the point. Yeah, it really confirms to me, at least, that the Bible is true when you have children that are this reckless in their thinking, as the woman was who was just speaking, the reckless person.
How to explain to us
It's,
how it confirms that?
it is interesting that the Bible says this would happen in the last days, and we're just seeing it manifested more clearly.
This would happen in the last
And it's
days.
amazing that the atheist movement is never apart from sexual immorality, radical transgenderism, hormone replacement therapy for children, radical abortion love. I mean, all of this stuff should go to show you that. I mean, it really just goes to show that atheism is false. And if you believe it, you're bankrupt and you're morally detestable. That's what Psalm
Wait,
13:1
what
says.
do you
The
mean?
fool has
What
said
do
in
you
his
mean
heart,
when you
there
say
is no
atheism is
God. They are
bankrupt?
corrupt.
Those are
They have
really
done
strong
abominable
adjectives.
works. There is none that
What
doeth good.
does it mean to say that atheism is bankrupt? Do you mean it's a contradiction?
Yeah, when it comes to giving arguments, Brojo suddenly gets quiet.
What do you mean when you say that atheism is bankrupt?
Yeah,
Well, here's
Brojo.
what I mean by that. The wicked fool says in his heart, there is no God. They act corruptly. They commit abominable deeds. There is no one who does good.
Great.
So you just mean that atheism is bankrupt is that
Yeah.
atheists
But anyway,
disobey
I'm gonna
God's
go and let you
rules?
guys and
Are you gonna run
have
away
a.
now,
I'm gonna
Brojo?
let you guys have a temper tantrum about a Christian
You,
praying at a
Wow,
you're
that's
public
gonna
weak.
you're
school.
gonna run away,
Uh,
Brojo, without
I'll let
giving
you
any
guys cry like,
arguments?
oh my God, the Christians are praying at the public school. Oh my God, separation church and state. All right, okay, all right. I'll send you guys some Kleenex in the
Very
mail.
tough,
I
Tom
bro.
love you,
Rabbit, maybe.
Brojo.
Tom Rabbit, maybe if you get some Kleenex for Jack Angstrike and the woman here, then maybe buying more off your website.
Is he
The
implying
I
that
do
woman.
like you,
Christianity
Brojo.
isn't
You're
morally
pretty cool.
bankrupt? Is he implying that Christianity isn't morally bankrupt? Because that's sort of ridiculous.
Well, it's weird because he said that like atheists are morally bankrupt because presumably we sin, but presumably Brojo thinks everyone sins. So is everyone bankrupt? I don't like. Are you saying that
So
everyone is
funny that
bankrupt?
when I asked John Lee whether Brojo could give Darth's argument, he said, Why would he need to give that argument?
Wait, did Brojo just call you a
That's the
woman?
theme for the day, Jack.
He's just the king of not listening to the question.
No, that wasn't not listening. That was
Tom Rabbit, make
deliberately
sure you go up
not
there and get
answering the question.
Tom Rabbit. Make sure you go up there and get yourself a box of Kleenex for Jack Engstrike. Get his face stitched. Maybe you even get Darth
Hey,
Dawkins
Brojo, we're
Kleenex.
still waiting
If
for
you can
the
get toilet paper
argument.
with Darth Dawkins,
Brojo.
maybe Jack Engstrike
Hey,
will use
Brojo,
to
we're still
wipe his
waiting.
rear
We're
end
still
because he's
waiting.
so upset.
We're still waiting
Limited
for
time
you
only.
to
Darth Dawkins
defend
Kleenex.
your positions, Brojo.
Let these people cry some more.
Hey,
Let
Brojo,
them
how
cry
come
some
whenever
more.
you're asked for an inference, you run away? Running away, Brojo?
I'll get some if you get it up there.
Hey, Brojo, you got any inferences for us?
If you can get some Jack Engstrike tears, Tom Rabbit, on your shirt, I will buy it. We'll provide a
Brojo,
podcast.
why don't you speak to me? You said that I had a nice voice and I should narrate the Bible.
I did say that. That's
Jack
true.
is a bit of a meanie. Yeah. And I like you and I are friends. And Jack is a big meanie. But like maybe you can speak to me. Like do you have an argument? Like do you think Darth's argument is sound, or if like Darth has an argument?
Yeah, I do think Darth has an argument. I wouldn't be able to fully articulate it because I'm not Darth. Okay, I'm not inside of his brain. You'd have to call him over the phone, maybe over lunch or dinner. Might be a good idea.
Yeah, I think
Really
that's a
quick,
fantastic idea.
I need to just play this clip because we were talking about how atheists I don't know, they complain about like dumb stuff or whatever. Let's listen to what a real substantive complaint is like.
By the way, Brojo, about Thor, I'm not going to go see it, and in all probability, I'm almost at the point where I will not go see any more Disney movies, given their queer
Disney is
propaganda.
gay.
Yeah, they like even this movie was woke. I'm like, dag man, they can get that woke in there any way they can.
Look, what's ever going on, the board of directors are facing a very, I don't want to say an existential threat to Disney, but a very, very serious problem to Disney's
Notice that Tom is broadening
in
the
terms
scope.
of
That's a
profits,
serious situation
because
people,
Lightyear,
not just
the
Christians,
movie, was
have
a
an issue
wake-up
with their
call.
kids being
It was a
subjected
complete financial disaster, not so much because of its
So yeah, we should be complaining about things that really matter, like a female Thor.
Well,
right?
we didn't
These are the
complain
things.
about a female Thor. We loved the fact there was a female Thor. I loved it. Thought Jane Foster was fantastic.
No,
But
Darth complained about it. Darth
complain.
complained about it.
We did
He
complain
dislikes it.
about the fact that there were in Buzz Lightyear a mother with children, two mothers, where kids are getting confused to think that's normal, but that's not normal. But you agree that that's not normal that someone has two mothers biologically, right?
I boycott Disney.
Oh, Tom, do you want to respond to that question? Is that normal?
Tell him why.
Depends what you mean by. It just depends on what you mean by normal. If you just mean uncommon or it's the standard, yeah, and most people don't have two mothers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not normal, Tom. And I say that dodge that so you don't be canceled by the LGBT community in here.
Huh? I don't see anything wrong with having two mothers, bro. There's lots of things that aren't normal. There's nothing wrong with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, you dodged because Darth was complaining about a female Thor. Correct? Shall I play some more for you, Brojo?
Well, I don't recall him saying that. I doubt he would have said that because we love the female Thor. However, that's a separate.
He's boycotting
situation.
it. He's not going to go see it.
Well, no, he's not going there because of the homosexual thing. Okay, that's not. He was.
He
not
said.
About female
He said
Thor.
a female Thor. Come on, and then he said that he thinks that he objects to female characters being superheroes just because they want a female.
Well, I agree with him on that. Not just that's the key phrase. Just because it does a great disservice to women to have tokenized characters, where he's really advocating that women have their own superheroes that are individualized and that are not just rip off of the men characters. And it's the same case with black characters that are rip off of white characters, like a black Superman or a black Captain America. No one's interested in that. Just make a new character. So that is a legitimate gripe. However, his reason for not seeing it had nothing to do with that. He went to see Wonder Woman and liked it, so clearly it has nothing to do with a female superhero, even though you would like to lie and say that. It had to do with their forcing the LGBT agenda onto people.